What's that, baby? What we got here, Shell?
Stickers!
Yeah, don't show the names and addresses, baby.
No.
How many you got there? You got quite a few there, haven't you?
We've got 2, 4, 6.
These are from our Saturday, not personal, what's it called? Vlog.
Stamps.
Live stream.
Stamps on them.
Yeah, cover the addresses up, baby. We don't want people seeing what they are.
Oh.
All stickers going out from our Saturday live stream. Let's come and have a look at the Signum. I've got some more problems to do with it. See you in a minute. Right, as you know, I've got the other brakes to do on this side of the car, the driver's side. So I started this the weekend, took the wheel off, see what I found. Well, basically, I don't know whether you can see or not, the oil stain up there, but the shock absorber was obviously leaking, and means that I've got to obviously replace the damper on this side as well. And as you remember on the other side, these two bolts here that really took a lot of hassle to get out, these ones come out very easy. Oh, hold on, look who's coming. Baby, where are you going? Oh, you going to say ta-ra to everybody? Got to open the gates? Yeah. Yeah, so they come out really, really easy, and as one of my subscribers did say, I could have put some heat on there, but as you know, this one come out a piece of cake. And one thing I also noticed as well, on the caliper down here, the hose is split there, although it's not split all the way through, so I'm going to need to change these flexible hoses as well. So I've ordered 2 of them. I've ordered the new shock, the new damper, sorry. I have got a new spring to go on this side because the spring on the other side, the previous owner, he replaced that spring and he gave me the spare spring, so I've got the new spring to go on this side as well. And say that, baby? Bit of money saved, yes. It makes a change, doesn't it? Open them gates, baby. I've got to fix them gates as well. Look, can you see over? Where is it?
About 18 years. When he fixes them, I'll paint them.
No, I'll paint them, Shell. I'd like to make new gates. I broke the, well, I'll tell you what it was, these. Remember these, Shell?
Of course I remember them, they're there.
We used to play football, me and Jimmy, in the drive, and he used to kick the ball against the gates, and as you can see, they have popped off. Again, some of these. But I did do a short fix on them. This was before I had a welder.
Hey, there's one there.
Where is it?
It's
yeah, cable tied. I did cable tie them together, so they fell for quite a few years. Baby, I'm just so inventive, aren't I?
Well, I wish you'd put cable ties on them so it doesn't look like that.
Well, I'm going to do it, Shell.
When? Cable ties I'm talking.
Yeah, I'm going to do the cable ties. Very, very soon. Anyway, yeah. Someone said, oh, get rid of Vauxhalls. We love Vauxhalls. We've had them for years.
This car is a bloody good car.
And don't forget, Shell.
And I had my Sephira for 13 years.
Yeah, nothing went wrong with that at all, did it? We had that one from new, didn't we?
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll see you later. I've got to go.
Kiss me then.
Oh, that was lovely, wasn't it? Yeah, you get in. She sits right on the steering wheel, she does.
Got little legs, haven't I?
All right, see you later. Go on, off you go. There she goes. I must trim these bushes up next year. These have literally grown up over a couple of years. We didn't plant no blackberry bushes, but they all come up, so that's that. Yeah, someone said get rid of Vauxhalls. This car's done about, I don't know, 130, 125,000 miles. So, I mean, this stuff is basic general wear and tear. You expect this with a car over 100,000 miles, so I haven't got any issues with that as well. And also, the drop link was shot as well. Let's show you, hold on. Don't want to get my hands too dirty. This was the drop link on that side, and as you can probably see there, look. Look at that. Playing that thing, that's terrible. The gator was split as well, as you can probably see there. So that would have failed the MOT as well. So I've ordered another 2 of them. So suddenly, from just doing the brakes on this side, it's turned into brakes, suspension, drop links, brake hoses. And I'm going to do the brake hoses, as I say, on both sides. And those of you who did watch the video on the brakes on the other side, you probably realised that there was a twist in the hose, and halfway through, before I actually finished the wheel off, I did actually unkink it, but I'm going to have to take it off again now anyway, because I'm going to put a new hose on. So let's go out the back, I'll show you the shock absorber. So here's the shock absorber, and I've actually just realised something else now. Well, you can see where it's all leaked from out of well, out of there obviously. So that's got to be changed. And I've actually only just seen this. Yeah, as you can see there, look, it's split. So that will have to be replaced as well. I could glue it, but it's not really worth it. It's probably the original that's been on there, so I'll have to get that done as well. But slightly different setup than the other one, as you can see there. We have got a nut on there, and this top plate is totally different than the Astra, so I'll be compressing that one again. I never thought I'd be doing so much shock work. That's the way it goes though, isn't it? Anyway, let's leave that there. So I'm lucky enough, as you probably know, to have the sandblaster. So I've sandblasted this. As you can see, these are normally all corroded up. Let's put this other light on, hold on. Is that a bit better? Yeah, these are normally all corroded up, and they was really thickly corroded. But these are the bits you want clean, obviously, because that's where the brake pads run in that little groove there. So that's that. These are the two pins, as you can see. They screw into there, this way around. So they'll be going back in there. And that's what the brake calipers will are held in with. So you've got these move in and out, so they've got to be lubricated as well. And I use white grease for them. That's that. And what I've got here is this sort of rust remover. You can use vinegar, I suppose, it doesn't really matter. But all I've done there is basically dip these old wheel nuts in there, and all I'll do is give them a buff up on the wire wheel, because they do tend to rust a lot. So I'll just clean them up. Turn that on first. It would help, wouldn't it? So, I mean, they're not perfect by any means, but as you can see, that was just a quick clean up there. It's got all the rust off them, because when you tighten these things up, or when you untighten them, they do crack sometimes where these threads are so dry and rusted. So, and this tapered seat obviously helps as well if that's all clean as well. So yeah, there we go. I'll just do that to them. And a lot of people actually put copper slip on these threads as well, just to aid them for undoing for the next person. So yeah, I may even do that. But these components do clean up nicely. As you can see, there's that spring there, as you can see there. That's just been in that MC51 cleaner as well. Comes up all right. And it just makes reassembly so much simpler if you've got this sort of stuff, you know. And again, you don't have to have all the tools that I've got. You can do this with a wire brush. I mean, you can see the state of this bolt, for example. This is one that holds the caliper on. And that is in a right old state. It's been in the MC51 overnight. But then you can just give it a wire brush off. I don't know whether you can see or not there, look. The rust is actually falling off there. It leaves it black afterwards. That's just a chemical reaction. Like that. The threads at the end there, as you can see, that'll all clean off with a wire brush. So that bolt there, again, which is one of the key bolts, I'll just come over here. And again, if you've got a little thing like a grinder, it just makes things so much easier. Let me show you the other one. There you go, it just makes things so much easier and cleaner when you're reassembling this sort of stuff. Look, the threads down there, look, see? That's the difference. But there you go, that's what I've been doing. Just tidying this stuff up. Because I'm waiting for parts to come, you see. So I can't put this back together, so I might as well clean them up. There we go. A lot easier to put back in, no doubt, when I come to reinstall them. So that's good. Happy with that. I'm going to be restoring probably this old battery charger from the 1950s there. I paid £10 for this from an auto jumble last weekend. And yeah, it's made of metal, tin obviously. So I'm going to try and powder coat that in the yellow colour as well. I may have to recreate these dials here. As you can probably see, they're a bit faded there. And lucky enough, it's on an aluminium plate, but I've got water slide transfers, which hopefully I'll be able to reproduce. This dial here is Bakelite, obviously, so I should be able to clean that up all right, as with this little fuse holder here as well. And apparently I've been told it does work, so although it will need updating. As you can see, it's got the old 13 amp plug there without the safety plastic halfway up the pins there. So I'm going to be the only person using this if I do use it. It's from London Electric, I think. Eastco by the looks of it. And yeah, so that is an old original label. I'm trying to retain that. I don't really want to have to try and reproduce that. It's got the model number stamped in there as well, which you probably can't see anyway. But yeah, there's that. And a lot of you have been asking how I clean or polish plastic up. As you know, clear plastic or transparent plastic can be quite a pig to clean up. Things like the little plastic windscreens in the cars, for example, the little cars I've done, or even the lid of that washing machine that I restored, that Mary Lou washing machine. And all I basically do is I've brought this multi-surface polish. They do another one in America which is totally clear. This looks white when you look at it, but it dries clear anyway. But here in the UK, this is the only one you can get. And I just dip the stuff in there once it's cleaned off, and it leaves a transparent shine. So it's stuff they use to seal on kitchen floors, that sort of stuff. But as I say, they do make a different one in America. You can't get it over here, but this one's just as good, and it's pretty cheap over here. So have a look at that if you want to clean up any plastic, clear plastic. It saves you clear coating them. A lot of people clear coat them, as I was doing when I was first restoring their little plastic cars. But now I just dip them in this, and that's it. It leaves a perfect finish. Now, a lot of you are very interested in the powder coating system I use. I have mentioned this before. I've done a couple of videos on it, but this is called the Easy Coat system, and this is by Electrostatic Magic. And basically, this is all you get. There is no connection to plug into the mains. There's nothing like that. As you probably know, there are other systems out there where you have to plug it into the mains. It generates a high voltage with a metal tip there, and that high voltage, or even dual voltage, some of them have two lots of voltage, is the stuff that makes the powder go onto the actual piece that you're powder coating. All you need with this is a supply in via a compressor. You've got a water trap which you can put on there. Personally speaking, I don't really think you need the water trap, because this operates at such a low pressure you don't get water travelling up the line, so to speak, as you do on high pressure. I mean, when I'm sandblasting in my sandblasting cabinet, that's running pretty much constantly, sort of thing, and the compressor, and that can push water up the line and you can actually see it splatter out. But this operates between sort of 5 to 8 pounds per pressure, and it don't generate enough water to be able to push it all the way through the hose pipe. So you just connect up to your hose connector there, and this is the little chamber I've mentioned before that does all the magic, because you put your powder on the top there. Let me get a little bottle there. Whatever you choose, you just screw that, have to invert it obviously, take the lid off this, screw that onto there, tip it up, then the powder falls to the bottom, so it's gravity fed, so to speak. It goes through this little chamber here. This is where it generates the positive charge before it comes out of the gun, and your piece is needed to be negative charged, and you can do that by basically putting this little metal clip around your wrist and clipping that either onto your piece. There's no voltage involved, it's just tied onto you, and it's grounding through your body basically. And then you clip that onto the piece or the metal bar, because I've got a 15mm copper pipe which I hang my pieces on, and also the hanging wire is metal as well, so that conducts the negative charge through to the piece, so that when you fire it out of the gun, the positive is attracted to the negative, and that's how it sticks. And it's basically as simple as that. You don't need the high voltage system. I've had no problems whatsoever. As you've probably seen in my Retro Hacks channel, I've powder coated so many different things, and you can't put it on too thick. That's the point I'm trying to make as well, because you won't get runs or sags or anything with this. And you can powder coat over powder coating. As you know, I've powder coated different things like chrome, and then put the candy paint on top of that, and then a lacquer on top of that as well. So you can powder coat over powder coating, and that's basically the powder coating system that I use. And cleaning it, oh, that's what I meant. That's what I got this out for, to actually show you how to clean it. So all you would do, so I would unscrew this off of there. I'll then turn the pressure up on the compressor, so that this pushes high pressure through there. I'd blow it out empty. I'll put my hand over there just to cup it, blow it out, and then I'd get the airline off of there, plug on my little blower, which is basically one of them, just an air gun, and literally just blow down the tube there, blow down there, pull the trigger, blow in there, blow around there with high pressure air, and that's it. So once you've done that, you're ready to put a different colour on. So there's no problems with having to wash this in chemicals or anything like that. It's literally that simple to clean. And when you see me do one product in my Retro Hacks videos, and then I'll go back and do another colour, all I've done, I've pulled the hose off there after blowing it out. I wind the pressure up till about 50 psi, blow it through first of all with the bottle off, take the bottle off obviously, and just literally blow it all around there, blow it down there. I even do that, I even get this and just blow it up there as well and pull the trigger. And that's basically it. There's no liquids involved or anything. And it's as simple as that. So that's what I do to clean them guns out. Put that back in there. And I like keeping it in this case because it keeps it clean, it's safe in there, and everything's in one place. So I know exactly where to go the next time I'm powder coating. But you can actually buy this kit without a case to save money or something like that. But it's very, very cheap, very reasonable. And yeah, that's it. That's what I use. If you was watching my last restoration where I'd done that Mary Lou washing machine from the 1950s, you may have noticed that on the actual bowl it was perforated underneath. The metal had been perforated. And what I use is a thermo putty, as you can probably see there. Now this is again an epoxy putty, but you cure this at temperature. So you mix it up. It's a two-part thing. You've got that there, and you've got the hardener. It's a 4-to-1 ratio. 4 parts of this to 1 part this. And you mix it up in the same way as body filler. Here's someone mixed up the other day. And when you've applied it, or you mix it up and apply it the same way as body filler, then you put it in your oven, and you've got 4 different temperatures you can cure this at. Probably more than 4, actually. I can't see this from here. Hold on, bear with me. This right is very small, and when I'm doing them little model cars, I'll put this on. Let's have a look here. Hold on, bear with me. I may look a bit stupid, but don't worry about that. Yeah, you can cure it at 60 degrees C. It takes 120 minutes. So 60 degrees C, that's pretty warm, isn't it? Low temperature, really, but that takes 180 to 120 minutes. Or you can cure it at 120 degrees C, and that takes 40 minutes to an hour. Or what I tend to do, I just put it on 160 degrees C, and it only takes 30 minutes. So once you've done that, put your oven, your baking oven on at whatever temperature I just said there, and then you put the piece in there, and that cures. Now this is some stuff I never cured. This is a couple of days old now, obviously. And if you can probably see, although it's gone hard, I can actually dig my fingernails into it. Look, there you go. So this hasn't been cured. This was just left on there, and I've done that for the reason to show you that it doesn't go rock hard at all there if you don't cure it. That's what happens if you don't cure it with heat. When you cure it with heat, that goes absolutely rock hard, and you wouldn't be able to do that. You've got to sand it. So that's the reason why you need to cure it. And as I say, that thermo putty, you're guaranteed a good result, and you can powder coat over it. That's the reason why I use this. Anyway, there was a little insight into what I'm doing at the moment. I'm just going to start restoration on this now. And I can't do anything on the Vauxhall Signum for the moment until the parts, I've got to go and pick them up on Wednesday. So keep tuned for that. I may show you, that's not how to on that one. I've done suspension, as you know, pretty much near enough every week for the last 2 weeks, or within the last month sort of thing. So I won't be showing you that one. We'll just go along for maybe on a daily vlog, as what this is as well. So anyway, thanks very much. Hope you enjoyed this little video, and I'll see you later. And until then, bye for now.